Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Untitled Chapter viewers. In this video, we have a huge unboxing of all of these different Spigen power bricks that will work from iPhone range all the way up to MacBook range. Now, I do want to thank them for sending these out free for review, of course. We've got a lot to do here. So let's start with the smallest one here, which maybe this one, but this one looks a little smaller in the box. So let's start here. So I'm going to set these over here and let's unbox this and see what we've got. Not a huge fan of these boxes because they are taped, but they have this little arrow. So it's kind of confusing and I always rip the box, but no big deal. Let's just power through this one and see what we've got. So a thank you card, set that to the side. I do believe Spigen is sending us something else for the iPhone 13, so stay tuned for that. We will have that in the studio very soon. Nothing else here. And here is the absolutely tiny power brick. So this tiny little thing here can output 20 watts right here. Has a little light, retractable prongs. Again, for size, here is an air tag next to it. This isn't the smallest we've used, but Spigen makes really good quality products. And I love the retractable prongs. This is a go. Let's try it out. What I do like about this one is that you guys can see here, there is a blue light to indicate that it's on. So I can take my charger here and plug it right in, and you guys will see charging right up. Light is still blue, so that doesn't really mean anything as far as status goes. But you guys can see it is charging up just fine. No issues there. So this thing, definite win. Check it out, links below. Let's go to the next. Next up, we have the Spigen PowerArc ArcStation Pro, and this one has two adapters there. So let's do this the correct way. We'll get Senior Stabby out here. First, you have to cut this, then you can pull the tab. So slide this out. Just a thank you card in there, same as the other one. And here is the charger. So this one is a bit bigger actually, but it has two ports. So if you need to charge multiple items, it can do that. Now, as you guys can see here on the specs, if you just use one port, you can get up to 30 watts. So correct me if I'm wrong, but I think one of the lower end MacBooks actually is 30 watts. So this might actually work for that, but it looks like you can get 20 watts if you use both at the same time for dual port, which is kind of crazy. So this can output full 20 watts on both of these at the same time, which is really good. A lot of chargers can't do that. They can just do like 10-10 or something like that. This can do 20-20 or just 30 out of one. So let's go ahead and take a look. Plug in my iPhone here just to make sure it works, but retractable prong, working great. So let's get that iPhone going. Actually, before we do that, let's do a size comparison because these are a little bit different. This first one was pretty freaking small. So you guys can see the size difference here. All right, so I've got it plugged in, got the light on, and let's go ahead and grab the iPhone, see if it charges up. It is now plugged in. There it goes. So no issues there. Charging is working just fine as expected. So check this one out for sure. Links below. All right, let's step up to the Spigen PowerArc ArcStation Pro. This one has foldable plugs, gallium nitride, and it's only one port, but let's see what makes this one so great. So let's pop it open here and let's see. So pull it. Yep, there we go. Nothing else in the box, just a thank you card there. Actually, there is something else. There is a gallium nitride cooler, faster, powerful, smaller. Kind of explains gallium nitride, which I know a lot about because I review these things, but basically it's the way of the future for chargers. It makes things a lot better for the consumer and the manufacturer. So gallium nitride is the way to go. So here is the charger. This one's more of a brick, 30 watt output right here, foldable prongs, and it's only one, but it is 30 watts. So again, I think a MacBook, one of the lower end ones, can actually use this to charge up. And just for a fun size comparison, you guys can see here the size between this one and this one. It's similar. It's definitely, I think this square one is smaller by a little bit, not crazy much smaller, but yeah. So this one's more under the radar. The logo is smaller and not colored in. One port here is 30 watts, or you can use two for 20. So I would definitely get this one depending on the price difference. Again, links below to check it out. But this one is just if you need a 30 watt, you guys can see kind of how they look there. Let's check it out and make sure it works. All right, so I got that plugged in. There is no light on this model, but let's go ahead and grab the iPhone. And here is the charger. Let's see if it works. Moment of truth. Yes, it does. Fast charging my iPhone. No issues there. So yeah, this is a go for sure, especially if you have an iPad or maybe a small MacBook. I think this can charge it up. And the best part is that none of these break the bank. These are all relatively inexpensive, especially for what you're getting. So camera's having a hard time focusing here, but yeah, this is a very nice charger, so check it out. All right, so next up we have the Spigen PowerArc ArcStation Pro with gallium nitride, and looks like single port use can give you up to 60 watts, and dual outputs can be 70 watts. So port 1 can be 20, and port 2 can be 50. This would be good for the mid-range, I think maybe MacBook Airs, and possibly the small 13-inch MacBook Pro. This might work for that. I don't have that model with me right now. I have the big boy, so I know that one needs like 100 watts or 97. Two things in the box, same as the others. And here it is. So there it is. You guys can see size comparison is a little bit bigger than the 30 watt, which is of course about the same size as this one. And here is the 20 watt. So you guys can see the size progression that we've done. And we haven't even opened the big boy 100 watt over there. So let's go ahead and take a look. So it's got 2 ports, like I said, nothing crazy there. Foldable prong, looks very nice. So let's go ahead and try it out, at least on my iPhone. Don't think it'll work on my Mac. So it's plugged in, but there is no light to indicate that it's on. So we will just have to trust it and plug in something here. So there is the USB-C, and let's plug it in here. The moment of truth. Will it charge? Yes, it does. So fast charging my iPhone, no issues there. Of course, as expected, Spigen is a very good brand with very good quality. So let's unplug this and move on to the 100 watt. Last but certainly not least, we have the Spigen PowerArc ArcStation Pro Gallium Nitride edition with 100 watt charging and foldable prongs. So let's get out Senior Stabby one last time and crack this open and see what we've got. So sliding this out. Whoa, that one came out a little bit easier than expected because it looks like the packaging broke, but there we go. Set that to the side. And here we go. So this is the big boy. This is definitely heavier than the others. Here is the 50 watt or 70 watt, depending on how you look at it. You guys can see there the size difference. It's a little bit bigger. It's actually not that much bigger. I thought it was going to be twice the size, but it is not. Here it is next to the smallest one, the 20 watt. So it's not really that big. Let's take a quick look at the box here. So we've got single port use is 100 watts, or you can use dual ports for a total of 90 watts, 45 each, which is not bad at all. So let's go ahead and do the 1 port and see if it will charge up my Mac. All right, so it looks like some of my audio got corrupted there, so I'm just going to add this in. This charged up my MacBook just fine. As you guys can see from the screenshot, no issues there at all. I really like it. So Spigen really has you covered from, iPhones, iPads, MacBooks. They've got a charger for pretty much everything. So if you want to look at one of these individually, I've got links to each one down below. So maybe you want to compare features, compare prices, see what works best for you. Definitely go check them out. So that's all I got for this video, guys. If you liked it, hit it with a big thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.